The state government has banned extravagant graduation ceremonies across schools in the state, limiting such celebrations to pupils completing primary 6, junior secondary school 3, and senior secondary school 3. The government declared that the decision was aimed at curbing the rising culture of excesses, often associated with graduation parties at all levels. While speaking, the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Adigbabu, disclosed this while briefing journalists on the state preparedness for 2024-25 academic section. He explained that the directive became necessary to promote moderation and reduce the financial burden on parents and guardians.
No graduation from nursery to primary. We will allow graduation from primary 6, those who are leaving primary 6. We will allow graduation for SS3. Well, some made the case for GS3 because we have junior school and senior school. So, um, well, we looked at it that well, there can be graduation in primary 6, there can be graduation ceremony for GS3 after the BEC exam, there can be graduation ceremony for SS3. However, at all those levels, it should be moderate. 2022 to 2028. The one for junior secondary, the one we are presently now, is from 2025 to 2028. The one for senior secondary is from 2025 to 2028. So you see that the one for the secondary school is 3 year cycle. But still, we try as much as possible to ensure that the books will run for a period of about 6 years, even for the secondary school. It's just that we can review twice for secondary schools, so that if there is need for, but for primary school, we let it run a cycle. So there is, in other words, under no circumstance should any school change any.
In the same vein, the government directed that all schools must strictly adhere to 6 year cycle before effecting any change in textbooks. Professor Adigbabu said no school is permitted to alter prescribed books until such materials have been used for at least 6 academic years. He explained that the policy was introduced to ease the financial strain on parents' guidance, many of whom are compelled to buy new textbooks almost every section.
Released by the ministry this year, you see that the primary, because it contains primary, junior secondary and senior secondary, you see that for primary, the pre-primary and primary schools, September 2022 to July 2028. For junior secondary and senior secondary, it runs from 2025 to 2028. And this is not something that we are just doing this year. We've been doing this for a very long time in the Ministry of Education. So we do book review, we call publishers to come, and so we won't allow for our public schools that cannot even happen. So it's mainly this problem is with private schools, and we are saying private schools, in as much as we won't say use these books or you do not use that book, but we expect them to also adopt books from the list of books that we approve, the approved list of books, because we are preparing all these children for the same examination.